First, we're going to need a 4mm hook, some scissors, and yarn weight 4. We're going to start off by making a slip knot, which I like to wrap over my finger twice, and then it makes a loop, and you just pull the loop through the loop. Let's do that for you guys one more time. This is just one way to do it, but I know there's many tutorials on YouTube that can teach you. You can see I have my loop, and then I just pull the loop through it. And then you want to insert your hook and start to chain. In order to chain, you just wrap the yarn around your hook and then pull the hook through the loop. I was kind of just showing how I like to hold the yarn. You can see I wrap my yarn around the hook and then just pull it through the loop. You're going to want to chain the length that will cover your whole front side, but don't go underneath your armpit and leave some room for stretching because it does stretch in the end when we tie it. And you can see that I don't like it underneath the armpit because that leaves some space to have the crisscross side tie effect, which we want for the whole top. Next, I like to chain 1, and then we're going to half double crochet into the second stitch. So you can see all these little V's or circles, and you put your hook in there, and you yarn over, pull through the first chain, and then you have 3, and then pull through 3. So the same thing where you yarn over, put it through the chain, pull through the first one, and then pull through all 3. And you're just going to keep repeating this half double crochet stitch for the rest of the row. Once you finish that row, I like to chain 1 and then turn my work, which means you just turn it in the other direction so that we can work on the new row. And then instead of going in the chains in the middle, we're going to go underneath these V's and still yarn over doing the half double crochet stitch. So you can see I'm yarning over and then pulling through the stitch, the little V, and then I'm pulling through 3. You're going to continue to do half double crochets for 30 rows. If you want a longer or shorter top, you can add more or less rows because the 30 rows is going to be the height of the top. So you can kind of just measure it on yourself, see how much coverage you want. And once you make one rectangle, you're going to want to make the same exact rectangle. So you just repeat everything we just did for the other side. And that is the front and back panel of our tube top. Next, make a slip knot and chain 200 to 300. I'm kind of iffy on how much length I like because sometimes I like longer straps, sometimes I like shorter, and then sometimes when you put it on, it pulls it too short. So you kind of just want to measure it for yourself. You can even weave it in, which I show in the next step before even cutting it to see if it's too long or short, and then you can just add more. but I like to measure the height of the sides and then add more because we have to add for the crisscrossing. And then you want to make 2 of those. So repeat it for the next one. You want to line the right sides together so you can kind of see whether it's going sideways to sideways. And if you know the top and bottom, it just looks the same. In order to weave through the ties, you're going to insert your hook in the spot you want to weave it in. And then you grab it with your hook. You grab the tie with your hook and then pull it through. I like to measure and make sure that each side is even beforehand so that one side isn't super long later. So I just put the ends together and then pull it all the way down, finding the middle, making sure the middle is at the top. So there should be a total of 7 weave throughs, and you're going to crisscross between each one. But basically you weave through, count 4 rows, and then weave through again, count 4 rows, and then repeat that pattern. So since there are 30 rows and each one is kind of like 5, 30 divided by 5 is 6, but then you add the bottom one, which is kind of like 0, 1, so that gives us 7. So you do the same process where you crisscross and just pull through for the rest of the weaving process. I like to adjust the ties, the straps, whatever you call them, before I put it on because you can see that we kind of have it too tight. So what you can do is you can go through like a shoelace and just pull, making it looser. And then later on, when you put it on, it will get tighter when you tie it, but this just makes the putting on process easier. And then you just repeat it for the other side. And then you're all done. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more, make sure to like and subscribe on my channel. Comment if you have any questions. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.